What's up, boys? It's Wolf. The ranked season for 2021 has begun, and this year, a lot has changed. I think it's the first year where the preseason actually felt like something big happened. Now, personally, I would rather play guitar with my ass hairs than to play this game during preseason, which it pretty much still is. But season start means, even against my better judgment, it's time to get back on the grind again. So, let's go over 10 things that you need to know about ranked in season 11. Number one should be pretty obvious. The item rework is probably the biggest change in the last 5 years. With this change came the new item shop, which was created by the lizard who created the Rubik's Cube. Finding the item you want is harder than finding fucking Tupac, and if by the grace of Jon Snow's beard you manage to find it, well, now you gotta read an 18-page report on what the item actually does. It's even got the MLA citation and everything. They got these writers working double time over there, and the lore still makes no sense. Viego and his cousin Vora the Explorer hitting a rift near you. Anyway, Riot has always been known for their interesting design choices, and the new items are interesting if nothing else. So the way that champions are balanced in League of Legends is that they're created with inherent weaknesses and strengths. Like take Jhin for example. He attacks very slowly, he doesn't have mobility, he got thrown like a football when he was a baby, so now he can only count to 4. But he does a lot of damage, right? Well, in Season 11, Jhin gets a dash for some ungodly reason, and all of his weaknesses are covered. The biggest thing that was keeping Jhin from being broken was the fact that he was immobile, so he could deal a lot of damage, but it was unsafe damage, so he was relegated to just being a CC support. Now, anytime Jhin is in danger, he just cha-cha slides out that bitch and one-shots the enemy team anyway. For those of you who do not know, this is called power creep, wherein the developer, in order to create meaningful changes to existing systems, has to break those existing systems, creating a state of imbalance and turmoil, which actually transitions perfectly into the second thing you need to know about Season 11, which is the game fucking sucks dick. Okay, the game doesn't suck, it's just really unbalanced. There's a lot of broken shit right now, like this pretty much sums it up. I'm playing Ezreal, and I'm doing pretty well for myself. I go to exert some pressure on the enemy team, but then Michael Jordan Space Jam over here leaps across an entire fucking galaxy to reach me, bops me upside the head with his club, and still makes it out. Now, this next clip is something that only trained eyes could recognize. If you are below Diamond, I'm sorry, I just don't think you'll be able to truly appreciate what's going on here. Once again, you see that I'm a victim to unidentified flying objects, but that's not what's important. What's important is what happens here with Aatrox. It's very subtle, but notice how his health bar is jumping up and down like a kangaroo on absinthe. Yeah, that's not normal. And it's at this point that I would like to remind you all that they spent an entire year nerfing this champion. Despite the craziness going on right now, being fair, it is to be expected. They can tune the numbers and change items if they need to. What's more important is the changes to the ranked systems that are part of Season 11. Before that though, I just want to ask any junglers out there, how does it feel to have a useful role? How does that feel? I can't imagine. I haven't been useful since Season 6. To be fair, what makes ADC weaker than other roles isn't the items. AD items are the strongest in the game. It's the XP. As you can see right here, the enemy AD carry is a level below me. Now just watch as this walking Big Mac one-shots the enemy AD carry in front of her support. Which brings me now to number 4, which is ranked informed matchmaking. Now this is fancy talk, which roughly translates to our matchmaking now makes 40% more sense, and why wasn't this already in the game? Basically, it means it will match you with people of the same MMR, but they still have to be around your actual rank. Now it's early on in the season, so saying that I have felt these effects is like saying that anything on TikTok is good content. It's just not true. I've gotten some players that I'm pretty sure are trying to play with their WASD keys. That's really the only explanation I can think of, or they just really like the particular smell of glue. Otherwise, this is a good change that should help keep things more balanced once the ladder settles down a little bit. Another feature they added is the LP loss mitigation. So basically, whenever you get an AFK, or if someone on your team loses lane and it's the jungler's fault, so they decide to go get some lunch, you and your team will lose less LP for it, according to how far into the game this absolute tragedy happened. Now this is good for me, not because of AFKs per se, though I do get a lot of those, but because I do a lot. So if someone starts feeding, I can just tell my duo to AFK so I lose less points. I mean, it's only fair. Another great addition to the rank system, or I guess something they removed from the rank system, is the promotional series between tiers. Wow. 10 years, right? 10 years. You know, whoever came up with that revolutionary idea should get a raise. Oh, wait a minute. It was us 5 years ago. So, a big part of what made League pretty shitty last year was the toxicity in the game. You had everyone commenting on it. Void did his best Harry Potter impression. Legend says he's still at those stairs. So, I decided to dedicate some of these to remind you all to be honorable within the game. Now, personally, I recently reached honor level 5, which only goes to show that Riot's reporting system doesn't work very well. But as you can see, there's a lot of benefits to being honor level 5. You get some skin shards, and you get an honor token, which then allows you to get the highly coveted Grey Warwick or Medieval Twitch, which I just so happen to already have. So I would say this is worth about like a stick of gum. Which then brings us to number 8, which is feel free to still be toxic. It's just we gotta evolve the way you're toxic now. Like right here, you see my MF support, I guess starts getting tased in the middle of this fight, which leads her to smash every key on her keyboard. Instead of getting angry, you know, I decide to provide some words of encouragement. You know, it's okay that you messed up. You know, some people are just born without hands, and that's more than okay. You know, I think Void Boy was right when we said we need to be more inclusive to all sorts of people, even the ones born without functioning brains. Now, my friend Wilson has got this down to a science. I mean, I sure hope so after getting 6 accounts permabanned. But now he doesn't call his teammates degenerate communists. No, that's the old Wilson. New Wilson, when the game is completely over, it's a stomp, he tells the enemy team, don't forfeit. Now, this is nothing but sportsman-like behavior because he's encouraging the enemy team to still try their best despite the odds and try to learn from this game. See, this is the way, boys. Now, for number 9, I would like to give you guys some tips on how to perform your best when you're playing ranked. So, some people will tell you to change your mentality. So instead of playing to win, you know, play well every game, regardless of the outcome. You know, that's what helps me not tilt when my top side of the map gets waterboarded. Now, I'm gonna tell you that you should get tilted. I think getting tilted is a natural part of the process. In fact, I get myself tilted before I even get into a game. I just look up how much that Dixie D'Amelio chick makes, and it tilts me into another fucking galaxy. So now when I get into a game, I'm gonna be fucking fuming, and that really helps me play better, you know, more aggressive. My forward percentage goes up at least 20%. My CS goes down a little just because I'm shaking so violently, but you gotta make some trade-offs here and there, you know. Now, some people will try to tell you to take frequent breaks, and I actually agree. I myself like to uninstall League of Legends for like, I don't know, a couple months just to really give myself some peace of mind. Now, for number 10... Wait, I didn't make a number 10. Wait, actually didn't make a number 10. Anyway, thank you guys for watching. Make sure to subscribe. Leave a like to save the world from global warming, I guess. And roll the outro, bitch. 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 I actually forgot to make a number 10. Holy shit. I thought I already had it. I really should have numbered this shit. Holy fuck.